What's unexpected is that she takes two steps towards me and wraps her arms around my body, her head coming to rest against my chest. I can feel my heart beating as all of my senses feel like they're coming alive again after they're deadening through the previous drinking. The smell of wine on her breath, the feeling of her fingers through my clothes, the scent of her hair underneath my chin. My hands remain out in front of me, not daring to touch her. Look, my hands are free. I'm not doing anything. The temptation, shut up, Jet. The temptation is there to hug her, to embrace her, to tell her everything will be fine. But this feels wrong. Really, really wrong. Hanako. But I want you to stay. But I want to stay with you and Lily. Hanako's slurring reminds me a bit of Misha. She probably wouldn't be pleased to hear that. You know I can't. You're a girl and I'm a guy. After all, and Lily needs to sleep. That pout. She gives a disappointed groan. It's so strange from her to act so forward. Don't worry, I'll see you again tomorrow, okay? I decide to rest a hand on her head to reassure her, deciding that this is far as I'll allow myself to go in terms of physical contact with her while she's in this state. Hanako's head nuzzles against my chest. It makes me feel all the more uneasy with the situation, and as her arms tighten around my back, I quickly decide to bail out. Bail out, quick boy! Before things get out of hand. I rest my hands on her shoulder and give a firm but gentle push. Her grip tightens a little as I do so, but she eventually breaks off. I don't want you to go. Oh, God. Hanako, please. Akira and Lily are going to start thinking weird stuff if I take too long here. It's perfectly true, too. I really don't want to take any chances, and I feel very uncomfortable right now. I shouldn't try to really? I shouldn't try to read anything into the way she's acting right now. I read that aside from alcohol lowering inhibitions, people can react to getting drunk in many different ways that don't necessarily reflect reality. And even without that, there are plenty of ways to interpret what she's saying. As long as she's safe, I'm going to try and get out of her room as soon as possible. Retreat! Hanako hiccups again, looking a right mess as she stands and looks downcast in the centre of the room. Her personality changed as she drank more and more, and now, all alone in her room with me, her previous brightness seems to have left her. Was she just acting upbeat to make sure we didn't worry? Crafty. Even if she was, what could I possibly do for her, since I do exactly the same thing in regards to my own condition? Distancing myself from my thoughts, I eventually managed to corral, whatever, I don't know, fuck off, corral Hanako towards her bed, though her attempts to tame the wild sheets on it end up accomplishing little. She's resisting. Sorry about tonight, Hanako. I know you probably won't remember any of this, but happy birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you. She looks up at me for a moment. I have no idea if what I said actually got through to her, but any chance to ask is lost as her eyes peacefully close. I sigh in relief before quickly backing away from her and leaving the room, flicking the light switch off as I go. We just dodged a bullet. I hesitate a little before opening the door to Lily's room again, quickly rehearsing what I should say if I get questioned about Hanako. After a few seconds, I still can't come up with anything. It's not what you think. There, that's all you gotta say. I open the door and make sure to close it behind me, lest any passing students catch a glimpse of the wine before turning my attention to the two girls at the low table. Akira's casually smiling, as is Lily. I welcome the change from the mood in Hanako's room. Is that you, Hisao? No, it's the Grim Reaper. Yeah, I got Hanako to her bed. She's sleeping now. That's good. I have to admit, I hadn't thought that she'd drink quite so much. You did. Hey, it's fine. She's all safe and tucked up in bed now. With the way she is. She awkwardly trails off, though Lily and I would hardly protest. For someone so anxious and fearful, drinking would give an easy out from those constant feelings. I wish I could do more for her. I feel useless. Why is everyone getting so depressing? My God, it's been like 3 episodes now? Maybe 4. I don't know. I don't know this number. Looking at Lily, I think back to what I asked myself in town. My relationship with her is that of a friend, and has only ever felt that way. But now, I think I know why. Lily's been there for both Hanako and me since I first met her, but she's like that for everyone, trying to do her best to make them feel better. With that in mind, then, what's the bond between me and Hanako? After rescuing our relationship following the panic attack I inadvertently triggered during class, I feel like we're back to being friends. But she's on my mind more and more. I can't say I view any other girl in quite the same way, but maybe it's just a normal reaction to someone acting like this. Say, Akira. She yawns before looking at me. It's getting pretty late. You know about what happened with Hanako, don't you? Yeah, Lily told me. I negotiated pretty hard for a break so I could come down and help make her birthday a bit brighter. We get along pretty well. It's surprising to hear that from someone as extroverted as her, but if Hanako came to know her through Lily, maybe she had time to get used to Akira. And on that note, I'd better get going. I'm already going to be a bit late as it is. But it's already so late. Sorry. My God, my voice is dying. See what I mean? Sorry, we got a bunch of work dropped on us, so overtime it is. She levers herself up with a grunt and heads past me towards the door. Just before she leaves, she turns back towards us. You haven't forgotten about the time for the flight and all the rest? Don't worry, I have everything ready. It's just a matter of packing when it gets closer to the time to leave. Atta girl. I'll see you guys later then. And with that, she disappears through the door with her head held high in farewell. Like, bitch, please, I'm fabulous. Your sister is something, alright. Motherfucker. I probably should have thought that comment through before saying it. Regardless, Lily seems quite amused at my appraisal. You okay after all that drinking? Not wasted and just hiding it well? I assure you, I'm quite alright. I can moderate myself. You see, you seem quite self-possessed as well, if I do say so myself. Yeah, well, I guess your moderation applies to me as well. With a little hesitation, I take a seat at the table in front of Lily. I want to address this directly, if for no other reason than to settle my own thoughts. I've been meaning to ask this, but it took me a while to make up my mind. Do you have any idea what triggered that panic attack? I gathered it was something to do with her birthday, but I don't know anything anymore. Even Akira was being really careful around her, so I assume she knows as well. Lily's smile drops. The gate of the birthday party now well and truly over. To be honest, I'm not sure of all the details myself. Really? Hanako told you that she was in a house fire. She told me as much after we met and spent a lot of time together. Other than that, she quite simply never told me.
Bollocks! She never told you? Well, this is just great. The person we'd think she'd tell is in the dark as we are.
Assuming the worst, what does she have to look back upon? A life of isolation and possibly even the death of her family? Maybe even going as far as blaming her existence for their deaths?
Ooh. Even thinking about what little I know of Hanako's past is bleak, my god. To have lived through all that and to live on with those memories must be infinitely worse. Didn't fuck up. I swore, damn it. Lily looks similarly depressed. I butchered that. But I can see her rebuild at least some of the composure before my eyes. I get the feeling that both of us are talking more frankly than we might otherwise do, thanks to the wine. But it feels like just talking is a good thing anyway. Talking this out is a good thing anyway. My mind trailed off. I don't know why. I feel kind of helpless about it. When it's put like that, what can I possibly do for her?
I'm not totally sure I should tell you this, but Hanako told me that you visited her the day after we both went to check on her. I must admit that I did not predict she would take such a step so quickly after what happened, nor did I expect you to. I think it was not a nice gesture on your part.
It wasn't much, really. It's just, at times like this, I sometimes think it would be better if we never had to leave Yamaku, or at least this town. Things are so much easier without others around. I didn't expect Lily to look quite so troubled at what I say, and for a while she looks lost in thought. She moves to speak, but stops herself as soon as she does, and rethinks. It's a bit off-putting. Mother of God.
I think... Tell me, do you have anything planned for Friday evening?
Friday evening? No. Isn't your flight to Scotland the next day? I don't think it would be a good idea to tire yourself out before you even get there.
I'll be alright. You needn't worry about me. I do this tomorrow evening, but I imagine Hanako will be feeling rather off for a while.
The thought of how she's going to be tomorrow makes me grimace. Maybe we should count our blessings that she didn't end up simply throwing up from drinking so much while having such a low tolerance. Oh, God. Well, I'm going to be able to attend whatever you are planning. What is it?
Nothing unusual, I assure you. Just a little excursion.
I want to say it, but I can't. This last excursion has proven to be a worthy closing. I can't. Oh, God, I'm going crazy. And
you'd better be off this now. I can't imagine it's long at all. I can't imagine it's long at all until curfew is here.
And that didn't make sense. And I'm being brutally honest about that. It seems like the words were in the wrong place. Oh, damn! Damn, curfew. I'd completely forgot. I look at the clock next to Lily's bed, but it seems to be some oddity without written numerals, which I suppose makes sense given Lily's condition. Oh, Braille. Not wanting to risk a haughty security patrol giving me a scolding, I get up and decide to go to my dorm, as she says. She said that? I don't remember reading that. Oh, well then, I guess I'll see you and Hanako tomorrow, assuming the both of you manage to get up in the morning. I nearly said around then.
Thank you for your concern, Hisao. Until then.
Faze, come on.
With that, I make my way out of her door and into the hallway. Now we gotta be a sneaky little bastard. I hope her idea will be a good one. My idea is better. Sneak. Doop 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 doop. I don't know why I do that, but I want to. Woman, go away. Or man, whoever you are. Leave me alone. The hammering of a fist against the door feels like a nail being pounded into my head. Once, twice, 3 times, I let out a long, annoyed breath and bear it while pressing my eyelids shut, fervently hoping for whoever it is to just go away. I feel pretty damn awful. My face feels like it's cast out of lead, my arms feel heavy, and I feel very queasy. It's been like this since I woke up half an hour ago, and I can't summon the energy to pick myself up out of bed. So, this is what they call a hangover. I'm like that even without a hangover. I can't even wake up. It annoys me when people try to wake me up as well. I wonder if perhaps this is the best treatment for teenagers who desperately want to try drinking as a way to feel like an adult. Considering how unpleasant this is, it's not something I want to repeat. Dear God! A series of thumps rings out again, reverberating around the small room. I wish they'd just give up already. I have no intention of getting out of bed for them. Seconds pass, turning into minutes. Since no more knocks are coming from the door, whoever it was must have left. Thank goodness. Looking to my clock, the time when I really should think about getting dressed and ready for class is approaching. I don't think I can manage it though. I hate cutting class, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get much done at this rate. I can tell I look like a mess without needing to look in the mirror to confirm it too. Ugly picture. The morning rush is giving me enough time to stand outside the classroom for a little while without looking too suspicious. I hope that Muto doesn't ask any awkward questions about my not attending school yesterday. I was sick, that much is true. It's just the reason for it that I have to hide. Confident I can get by with a tactical omission of certain truths, I stride into the classroom doing my best to appear normal. You're all my bitches now. The instant I open the door and take a single step in, I can feel a dozen eyes looking at me. There is no way I'm imagining this. They're not even making any attempt to hide it. Oh, that was a smile, don't hide it. My eyes take a quick sweep around the classroom and I spot Hanako. We make eye contact momentarily before she looks down and stares very hard at her desk. Did she spill the beans? Muto may be okay as far as teachers go, but underage drinking on campus is not exactly something that would be taken lightly. I wonder if she didn't go to class yesterday. I look to him with some trepidation. Feeling better today? Yeah, thank you. He motions for me to take my seat, my legs feeling like sticks as they carry me there. This is going to be a long day. Don't say that. Thank you for the face. As soon as the lunch bell rings, I'm on my way to Hanako's desk to ask her what's going on. Hanako, did you tell? Get my gun. She looks up at me and shakes her head. That's a big relief. Never mind then. It's just... how do I do it? It's just... Well, hello there, Hee-chan. It's nice to see you again today. I've lost the voice. Oh my God! Now that is a face. I grimace and turn towards the unmistakable voice coming from behind me. That was way too upbeat, a tone of a voice to feel comfortable, even from Misha. Misha's happy smile is nothing out of the usual. Shizune's is a very bad sign. The one she wears has become notched into my brain as her "I've got
You 7 ways from Sunday smile. Hi Shizune, Misha, you look happy to see me? ... question mark.
Not feeling well yesterday, Hee-chan?
No, I wasn't, but I'm feeling better now, at least. ... happy face.
That's good to know, Hee-chan.
Why do I get the feeling that Shizune is leading me into a trap? Don't speak! You sound like you're not being completely serious. ...
Oh no, Hee-chan, we're generally pleased that you're all better now. Liars. ...
She's a seeker of darkness. Shizune is positively overflowing with happiness. There's only one reason why she would be like this. Oh no. Why are we all knowing?
In fact, we were quite worried about you. After all, you, Hanako, and Lily were all absent from class on the same day.
Bollocks! Yep, she's got us so thoroughly that all I can do is sigh in defeat. I guess you have your own theories about this. Could you just kinda not tell anyone?
It's a bit late for that, Hee-chan.
I suppose she's right, considering the looks I got as I entered the class. Wait, Lily isn't even in this class. And Hanako being absent isn't that unusual, so... Still, things only seem to be at the level of vague suspicion rather than outright accusations, so we'll probably be fine. I wonder what they have in their minds. Hanako's face sinks a little further. Such attention is troublesome enough for me. What? I don't know. Let alone for her. Oh, now I get it. Going by Shizune and Misha's reaction, I think they noticed this as well. ...
The only reason why we're giving you such a hard time is that you ignored us yesterday morning.
So it was you!
Yesterday morning? It takes a while to recollect what happened then, given the haze induced by the generally awful state I was in at the time. I have a text message. Oh. That's hilarious.
Alright, the knocking. That was you too? ...
It was, and you left us there for ages after we'd taken all the effort coming to your dormitory early in the morning.
I never asked you to. Sorry, I was having a problem with nausea. A problem with what? Nausea. They're not buying it. I can't blame them. Shizune's head drops in resignation before she reaches into her pocket. Something white and yellow can be seen sticking out a little. But yeah, there was no need for a pause. I'm going mad with power. And as she pulls it out, it turns out to be an envelope with very bright decorations on it. Really? I can't even read that. All I can see is sunflower. Since she points it towards me, I duly take it. Someone come downstairs? No.
This is what we were trying so hard to give you, Hee-chan. You don't check your...
Don't check my what? Why is the music fading? I tune out the sound of Misha's voice as my eyes register what's written on the envelope. It will lock. Damn it, she's back to kill us!